right, good evening, family, friends, special guests, and staff. We are now ready to start the parade of our graduates. Before we begin, I guess we'll introduce ourselves. My name is Miss Jessica Peckham.
And I'm Jessie Mercer.
Also known as
Thing 1 and Thing 2.
So we have the wonderful pleasure of introducing the graduates here this evening. So we would like to present to you CopperRidgeAcademy's graduating class of 2025. Graduate Ethan Sacred.
Graduate Caleb Saunders.
Graduate Noah Haas.
Graduate Preston Wimbledon.
Graduate Rowan Barrett.
Graduate Isabella Hutchings.
Graduate Kaden Dix.
Graduate Jesse Noble.
Graduate Marissa Haas.
Graduate Sydney Cannon.
Graduate Sky Penny.
Graduate Brooke Rogers.
Graduate Katie Rice. Graduate Shaylin Bailey.
Graduate Marissa Saunders.
Graduate Abigail Haas.
Graduate Sydney Carty.
Graduate Emily O'Shea.
Graduate Tiana Decker.
Graduate Shaylin Bailey. Hometown, Tumber Ridge, BC. Ambition, registered nurse. Probable fate, waitress at Sammy's, washing dishes and taking orders. Favorite saying, oh yes maid. Pet peeve, Tiana's feet. People who don't mind their own business. And Mr. Russell wanting quantity over quality. Remember when? Remember when Brooke wrote a book about me. In the fall, Shaylin will begin online studies towards her nursing degree at Memorial University.
Graduate Rowan Barrett. Graduate Rowan Barrett. Hometown, Fleur-de-Lis. Ambition, commercial fishing enterprise. Probable fate, Mr. Critch or Miss Donahue, substitute teacher for CDLI physics and advanced math. Favorite saying, buzz. Pet peeve, art class. Remember when? No, I don't. In the fall, Rowan will be attending the Marine Institute in St. John's and is enrolled in the nautical science program.
Graduate
McKenna Biggin. Hometown, Fort McMurray, Alberta. Ambition, real estate agent. Probable fate, stop teaching Sydney Carty English in social studies class. Favorite saying, everything happens for a reason. Pet peeve, Sammy's customers, especially when they think they know my job better than I do. Remember when Sydney, Noah, and I were sitting in the hallway doing our work when my sister came over to talk to me? When she left, Noah said, I didn't know you had a brother. I said, I don't, that's my sister. We laughed so hard. In the fall, McKenna plans to enroll in a business administration program through the College of the North Atlantic while living back home in Fort McMurray.
Graduate Sydney Canning. Sydney's hometown is in Stratford, Ontario. Her ambition is to be a geneticist. Her probable fate, dog walker. Favorite saying, if they can make penicillin out of moldy bread, they can surely make something out of you, Muhammad Ali. Pet peeve, being in this building. Remember when? Yeah, me neither.
Graduate Tiana Decker. Hometown, Woodstock. Ambition, clothing designer. Probable fate, crew member for Rowan on Barrett's Privateer. Favorite saying, hot and away. Pet peeve, when Marissa breathes the wrong way. Remember when an older lady came in as a substitute and started asking me if I had diabetes and was offering me candies? In the fall, Tiana will be attending the College of Licensed Practical Nurses in St. John's.
Graduate Caden Dix. Caden's hometown is Bay Vert. His ambition is to be a helicopter pilot. Probable fate, a hobo. Favorite saying? Mint. Pet peeve, people whose names start with, let's see how good your spelling abilities are, R-O-W-A-N. Remember when Caleb Sanders, Rowan, and I were sent to the office during a movie in the gym because I stomped on a spider? Caden's ambition is to attend flight school in BC.
Graduate Caleb Gavin. Caleb's hometown is Seal Cove. His ambition is a dentist. Probable fate, assistant coach to Robert Rose for the senior boys basketball team. Favorite saying, Preston, send me that sheet later. Pet peeve, grand march practice. Remember when I did a bottle flip and knocked out the light shade? In the fall, Caleb will be attending Memorial University St. John's campus.
Graduate Abigail House. Abigail's hometown is Bay Vert. Her ambition is to be a veterinarian. Probable fate, a teacher. Favorite saying, don't worry, it's okay. Pet peeve, Rowan. Remember when Mrs. Noble told us drinking lots of water was the best way to get rid of hiccups, and Cole drank so much water that he threw up. In the fall, Abigail will be pursuing a Bachelor of Animal Science at the University of Prince Edward Island in Charlottetown, PEI.
Graduate Marissa Haas. Marissa's hometown is Bay Vert. Her ambition is a forensic scientist. Probable fate, working in a record shop. Favorite saying, someone kill that spider. Pet peeve, people chewing with their mouths open or chewing loudly. Remember when I beat everyone in hide and seek during St. John's trip? In the fall, Marissa plans to pursue a degree in criminology at Memorial University St. John's campus.
Graduate Noah Haas. Noah's hometown is Ningslake. His ambition, financial advisor. Probable fate, living in Laura Refiner's basement. Favorite saying, the harder you work for something, the greater you'll feel when you achieve it. Pet peeve, people who smack their lips while eating. In the fall, Noah plans to pursue a Bachelor of Business Administration at Memorial University St. John's campus.
Graduate Isabella Hutchins. Bella's hometown is Bay Vert. Her ambition is a neurosurgeon or nurse practitioner. Probable fate, manager of the produce department at Bay Vert Consumers Co-op, still making fruit trays. Favorite saying, don't let the things that scare you stop you. Pet peeve, social studies. Remember when Preston was bragging about how he could go down the Ultramar hill backwards, and he ate it at the bottom, surrounded by a crowd of people. In the fall, Isabella will be attending Memorial University St. John's campus and is enrolled in the Bachelor of Nursing program.
Graduate Jessie Noble. Jesse's hometown is Bay Bird. His ambition is to be a computer editor. Probable fate, Roblox junkie. Favorite saying, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Pet peeve, when mom says I shouldn't wear my Crocs today. Remember when? Jesse will never forget the time in 7th grade when Mrs. Hiscock was trying to reach for the garbage can and fell off her chair. Everyone in the class laughed, including Miss. In the fall, Jesse plans to stay home and possibly do some online courses.
Graduate Emily O'Shea. Emily's hometown is Bay Bird. Her ambition is a certified professional accountant and eventually CEO. Probable fate, co-manager at Bay Bird Co-op with Marissa. Favorite saying, don't let yesterday take up too much of today. Will Rogers. Pet peeve, Rowan playing his skidoo game on full blast during physics class and crests him when he thinks he's right all the time. Remember when? Mr. Edwards is notorious for his gym's lost and found collection, and it seems Sir picked up the habit. Remember at Bamington Provincials when Preston found Sir's lost and found items in the bathroom during the final sweep. In the fall, Emily will be attending Memorial University St. John's campus pursuing a Bachelor of Commerce.
Graduate Sydney Hardy. Sydney's hometown is Means Bight. Her ambition is to be a mining engineer. Probable fate, jigging and selling squid with Pop Baby. Favorite saying, Sonia, I'm leaving now, I got an appointment. Pet peeve, waking up in the middle of the night to pee and having to turn on the bright lights in the bathroom. Remember when I was about to get my 3rd phone strike from Mr. Vincent, but I screeched to get out of it. The next day, he gave me one, and Anna had to come pick up my phone from the school because my mom didn't want to come home. In the fall, Sydney will be attending the College of the North Atlantic Cornwall campus and is enrolled in the Mining Engineer Technician program.
Graduate Sky Penny. Sky's hometown is Bay Bird. Her ambition, a hairstylist. Probable fate, Ubering people around in the Chevy Impala. Favorite saying, I'm leaving early. Pet peeve, when Sydney has her phone on max volume everywhere we go. Remember when, in grade 11, when I pierced Tiana's nose in the girls' bathroom? In the fall, Sky will be attending Academy Canada, Cornwall campus, and is enrolled in the hairstyling program.
Graduate Kaylee Rice. Kaylee's hometown is Seal Cove. Her ambition is to become a primary elementary teacher. Probable fate, Caleb's dental secretary. Thanks for the support, Mom. Favorite saying, just fill the space. Mr. Russell won't know if it's wrong. Pet peeve, Bella with my water bottle saying, what do you got in that? Remember when, last month when Tiana was driving up to the school at lunch and she was slightly distracted, struck the curb of the sidewalk, up, over, and back down so fast that we looked like bobbleheads in the car, only to see Mrs. Haz, Mrs. Malin, and Sonia in the office window laughing their heads off at us. In the fall, Kaylee will be attending Memorial University Cornwall campus, pursuing a Bachelor of Arts degree.
Graduate Brooke Rogers. Brooke's hometown is Lewisport. Her ambition is a heavy equipment operator. Probable fate, F1 driver. Favorite saying, I'm leaving now, while only being in school for 2, maybe 3 classes. Pet peeve, people who drive slow, i.e. the speed limit. Remember when the girls were all sent to the office to be sniffed by Miss Haas? Brooke is still exploring her options for the fall.
Graduate Ethan Sacred. Ethan's hometown is Lassie. Ambition, literally just owning a cool car. Probable fate, getting lost on the quad forever. Favorite saying, no bye. Pet peeve, people whose names start with R-O-W-A-N. Remember when Caitlin Saunders and I were watching a plumber flooding an apartment on Chromebooks, and Mr. Kirby stopped class and moved us? In the fall, Ethan will be attending College of the North Atlantic Gander campus and is enrolled in the Aircraft Maintenance Engineering Technician program.
Graduate Caleb Saunders. Caleb's hometown is Bayburt. His ambition is a heavy-duty mechanic. Probable fate, groundskeeper for the United Church. Favorite saying, I can't wait to get out of here, referring to school. Pet peeve, the roads in Bayburt and Rowan always saying it's my idea, even though it's his idea. Remember when Marissa asked me to get a projector off the shelf, and when I took it down, it hit my head and shattered on the floor. In the fall, Caleb will be attending the College of the North Atlantic Stephenville campus and is enrolled in the heavy-duty mechanic program.
Graduate Marissa Saunders. Marissa's hometown is Bayburt. Her ambition is nursing. Probable fate, co-manager of the Bayburt Co-op with Emily. Favorite saying, have you seen Caitlin and I'm hungry? Pet peeve, chemistry and math because it makes you cry.
That's true.
Remember when Caleb tried to get the projector off the shelf in the art room and it dropped on his head and broke, and he made me come with him to break the news to Miss Hiscock.
And last but not least, graduate Preston Wimbledon. Preston's hometown is Bayburt. His ambition is a registered nurse with hopes of pursuing dentistry. Probable fate, owning a Dollarama and competing with Dad. Favorite saying, hard work beats talent when talent fails to work hard. Pet peeve, when Caleb Gavin puts in no effort and doesn't study, but still ends up doing just as well as me on the test. And when Emily always thinks she is right. Remember when I was rushing to get chicken fingers and fries from Ultramar on the first day of grade 11, and I fell the entire way down the hill. I needed to call my mom to bring me home because I ripped my shirt and cut myself to pieces. In the fall, Preston will be attending the Center for Nursing Studies, Memorial University, St. John's campus.
We'd like to give a big thanks to Miss Mercer and Miss Peckham for reading those spotlights and for somehow managing to keep somewhat a straight face while doing it. We greatly appreciate it.
We would like to call upon graduate Sydney Party for the parent.
Good evening, everyone. I'd first like to start by saying thank you to everyone who has come in tonight to help celebrate the graduating class of 2025. teachers, fellow graduates, and most importantly, parents. Today is the day that we have all worked so hard for. It's a celebration of late nights, early mornings, cramped schedules, and the journey of becoming who we are today. As we celebrate our hard work and success, it's important to recognize the people who have helped make so much of it possible. To our parents, thank you. Thank you for being our first teachers, for teaching us to walk, talk, and try again after we failed, long before we had ever sat in a classroom. Thank you for your patience through the tantrums, the doubts, the changing dreams, and the endless questions. Thank you for the sacrifices, big and small, for the long hours you've all worked, the events you didn't miss, and the times you gave us your last bit of energy when you felt like you had none left. You showed us what commitment looks like and what love without condition means. You believed in us when we weren't sure we believed in ourselves, and that belief has helped carry us here to this amazing milestone. We often look at graduating as a personal milestone, and it is, but the truth is we didn't get here alone. Behind every graduate is someone who cheered them on when the days felt too long and the goals seemed too far away. Someone who stayed up late helping us finish projects, who reminded us of our worth when we forgot it ourselves, and who celebrated every small victory as if we were the biggest in the world. You were there for the first day of school and every challenge after. You encouraged us when we doubted ourselves. You believed in us even when we had nothing to show for it yet. This celebration is the result of a shared journey, a journey of love, perseverance, and unshakable belief in who we could become, and for that, we will always be grateful. On behalf of the graduating class, thank you for everything, and we hope we've made you proud. With all our love, the graduating class of 2025.
Hi, I'm Emily O'Shea, and we would now like to call upon Janet Carney to do remarks to the tournament.
Good evening, all. We're here today to celebrate the remarkable achievements of our graduates, and I couldn't be prouder to be their parent. It is with immense pride that I stand here today to witness Sydney and our fellow graduates celebrating their graduation. Something that seemed so far away, but has quickly arrived. Watching her grow and reach her milestone has been a true joy. To our graduates, as parents, we want our kids to realize their full potential and to make a difference regardless of your career or your field of study. We want you to make good decisions, but we also know there will be some bad, and with those, it is our hope that you will learn from those mistakes, big or small. We hope that you will possess the courage and integrity in the face of adversity, peer pressure, and the inevitable easy way out. As your parents, we have been blessed by having the opportunity to watch you grow from just a baby into incredible adults. Though it may seem to you that it has taken forever to reach this point, it has happened all too quickly for us. It is sad for us to see you start the rest of your life. However, it cannot compare to how happy and proud we are to know that you are all so well prepared and dedicated to your dreams. Never lose sight of those dreams and never compromise anything to reach them. There will be challenges along the way, but always remember that being challenged makes you grow. Having said that, I encourage you to remember that life is made up of many small journeys, and you want to strive and make them as enjoyable, interesting, and rewarding as possible. When you embark on a journey, you never know what will happen along the way or where it will end up, which at least to me is incredibly fascinating. Thank you to all the teachers for everything you have done. We are truly blessed. I will now ask all the parents and teachers to please stand with me in celebration for this amazing milestone. We know this one involves big change. This milestone isn't about just growing up, it's about being a grown-up. As your parents, this moment causes us the most pride and the most pain. Our heads are full of excitement and wonder for you all.
Take a breath, Mom.
But our hearts feel something different. We know the magnitude and what comes with it. As you step into the world, always remember, in the challenging times, never forget you have a voice and the power to change things. Be willing to work hard, to be disciplined, and be determined. Remember, you always have a choice, no matter the situation. Be brave enough to say I'm sorry or ask for help. Show gratitude to all those people who has helped you on the path that has led you to where you are today. Don't look down on anyone unless you are helping them up. Have confidence combined with passion to make the world a better place. Surround yourself with people who remind you of how amazing you really are. Most importantly, know that life doesn't always follow the plans you have made out for yourself. Be prepared for the highs and lows while celebrating the highs and asking for help during the lows. Lastly, but most importantly, always know that we are here no matter where life takes you. Congratulations to all of you graduates, to the teachers, and to us. We did it.
Let's take a moment to thank our classmate, Sydney Party, for her heartfelt parent remark. She spoke with just the right amount of sentimental.
And of course, a huge thank you to her mom, Janet Regular, for the beautiful parent response. We definitely believe you spoke for all the parents in the room. Both of their words reminded us of the support, love, and occasional tough love that helped us all get to this point.
Next up, we'd like to call upon Ms. Hans. This time, she'll be announcing the greeting from administration.
Thank you, Shay and McKenna. And first of all, congratulations to each and every one of you up there tonight. You are absolutely stellar in every way. From the depths of your heart to how beautiful you look up there tonight. I've seen you come together as a group this past week to transform this into your magical night, and you did it. Good evening, graduates, staff, families, and friends. It is an incredible honor to be here tonight, celebrating CopperRidgeAcademy's graduating class of 2025. To our amazing graduates of 2025, just look at you. As I stand here, I can't help but reflect on the incredible 13-year journey that has brought each of you to this very moment. Most of you, I remember seeing you walk through the doors, your very first day of kindergarten. Most backpacks were bigger than you guys. Now, here you are ready to embark on the next big adventure. It's been quite the journey. From those early days of learning to read, to tie your shoes, to mastering trigonometry and debating complex ideas of political issues with Mr. Russell, you've grown up within these walls and within this community. Throughout the years, you've been a bit like plants in Mrs. Spitzer's garden. Do you guys remember Mrs. Spitzer's garden? No, you don't. Mrs. Spitzer's garden was your kindergarten book for your kindergarten celebration. And in reflecting on Mrs. Spitzer's garden, some of you we've seen grow quickly, pushing upward, eager, some impatient. Others, you've chosen to grow more slowly, unfolding yourselves bit by bit. And that's perfectly okay. What matters is that as the seasons, or in our cases, the years progressed, each of you grew sturdier, stronger, and more resilient. And now, as this school year comes to a close, and our job, like Mrs. Spitzer's, is in a way done. And I know you are all ready to flourish. This very moment, standing here, is a powerful bridge, because it's the culmination of 13 years of effort, of triumphs and challenges, of discovery and growth. It's a moment to pause, to breathe, and to truly appreciate how far you've come in those 13 years. And as you step out tonight, we want to offer you a simple yet profound wish for what lies ahead. May the rest of your days be the best of your days. Now, what does that truly mean? It doesn't mean every single day will be sunshine and rainbows, because we all know that life will throw us curveballs. But it does mean approaching each day with intention, with curiosity, and with courage. Think about the lessons you've learned here beyond the textbooks. You've learned the power of perseverance. Remember those tough assignments and challenging sports seasons? You pushed through them all. You've learned the importance of collaboration, working together on group projects, supporting each other on the field or on the stage. And you've certainly learned the power of your own voice, speaking up and standing for what you believe in. These aren't just high school skills. These are life skills that will serve you well in the future. As you move forward, whether it's to college, to a trade, into the workforce, or wherever your path may lead, remember the roots you've established here. Remember the teachers who believed in you, the friends who stood by you, and your families who cheered you on. These are your foundations. The future is an open book, and you hold the pen. To make the rest of your days the best of your days, embrace every opportunity, take risks, smart ones, pursue your passions relentlessly, even if they seem a little unconventional. Be kind to others and to yourselves, and never stop learning. The world is constantly changing, and your ability to adapt and grow will be your greatest asset. You are the future, and we are incredibly proud of the resilient, intelligent, and compassionate individuals you've become. Go out there, make your mark, and truly make the rest of your days the best of your days. As Eleanor Roosevelt wisely stated, the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. Hold on to those dreams, nurture them, and work tirelessly to bring them to life. And as you navigate the path ahead, remember Winston Churchill's powerful words: success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Embrace both the triumphs and the challenges, for it is your resilience that will truly define you. Before I finish, I do have a very special message for our graduates this evening. It's from your kindergarten teacher, Miss Tanya Sacre. To the 2025 graduates of CopperRidgeAcademy, 13 years ago, I transitioned from a high school and stepped into a kindergarten classroom for the very first time. And there you were, my very first class of little learners waiting to discover the world. I still remember how big that shift was. I had to learn how to speak in a whole new way, to slow down, to listen with my heart, and meet you exactly where you were. I'll never forget how Mrs. Chip gently helped me adjust, and how slowly and surely we found our rhythm together. Some memories are still so vivid, making cupcakes with you, your excitement for frozen yogurt tubes at the breakfast program, the joy of guiding you through those first steps in reading, fixing your hair and collars for those precious kindergarten graduation photos, and how carefully we planned your kindergarten celebration with sandbox filled with goodies, Dr. Seuss quotes lining the room, and the book I picked just for you, Mrs. Spritzer's Garden. That story felt like a mirror and reminded me that with the love, care, and patience, every child will grow into their own beautiful way. And just as each of you grew, so did I. You brought me drawings, cards, flowers, and in those bittersweet goodbyes, I knew I had experienced something truly special with some very special little people. Thank you for such a great year together, because I have never forgotten you. Now you're graduating high school. It's almost hard to believe, but not at all, because even then I could see in each and every one of you a spark. You've become bright, strong, capable people, and I'm so proud to have been part of your beginning. As you face the newest beginning, please remember this. Life is a series of choices, and we often think choices lead us where we are going, that every little choice we make is what paves the path. This is partly true. The thing is, you don't get to choose the hand you're dealt through life sometimes, but you do get to choose your reactions and how you deal with things. This is what will profoundly build you to who and what you are meant to be. This will pave your path. You have everything you need inside you. You'll be stronger, kinder, smarter, and more capable with every hand you're dealt. You'll always come out a little extra and a little more than before. So, my little kinders, go out into the world loudly, boldly, curiously, and full of that same wonder you had in kindergarten. Be extra, and the mom and me can't help but say, please do so safely. Though I can't be there today, I carry you with me always. You were my very first kindergarten class. You taught me what it means to be a teacher. And you'll always have a place in my heart. Love, Miss Secret. So to our graduates this evening, congratulations. And from the bottom of our heart, we wish you all the best, and we can't wait to see what your future holds. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Hines, for all those heartfelt words and those tears shed. We knew you were going to have some tears. I really hope you weren't fibbing up there.
On behalf of our class, we would like to greatly thank you for not only participating and helping to bring this ceremony to life, but also everything that you've done for each of us over the years.
For me personally, I know we definitely enjoyed those laughs I've brought in your outfits. Now, let's bring the game on. As we shift the mood from sweet to slightly salty,
we'd like to call up graduates Marissa Saunders and Tiana Decker to deliver the highly anticipated teacher roast, followed by their remarks.
I hope you didn't fill up on the turkey because it's time for your second course. I hope you like roast.
Hello everyone, I'm Tiana and this is Marissa. We hope after all the tears today we can make a few of you laugh, which has never been a problem for us.
Before we start, Mr. Russell, we know you're itching to make sure this is 100% human written. So would you like to come up and check this for AI?
If there's one thing for sure, making people laugh and goofing off was never hard for me and Marissa. But those social studies sheets, on the other hand, is a discussion for another time. Filling those boxes was probably the most difficult task of my whole high school career.
And let's be real, when will we ever need the knowledge of the Neolithic Revolution ever again? All jokes aside though, I think we are all really going to miss distracting you every class with the topic of Star Wars and Trump making us the 51st state.
And we can't forget your colorful pants. We will miss those too. Before we continue, we should probably make sure Miss Haz is here. Wow, she's actually here, and on time. You always know when she's coming by the sound of those keys.
We've been really thinking about getting you a watch with the time turned ahead as a parting gift so that you might start showing up on time. Anyways, enough is enough. You're a busy woman, and the way you make your full schedule work is...
No, yesterday's supper was 8 o'clock. 4 o'clock, 4 to 5.
You're a busy woman, and the way you make your full schedule work and still manage to do everything asked of you is extremely impressive. Our class truly can't express how thankful we are for you.
Back to what we do best, make fun. Mrs. Bigsby, we really didn't know what to say about you other than the fact that's concerning how quickly you grade tests. I'm convinced you have Nicholas and your dog at home helping you.
The only real funny thing about you is where you're from, Springdale. And those socks you wear is a whole other story. I'm starting to wonder if you even own a plain white pair because I don't think I've ever seen you wear them.
Mrs. Hiscock. We would like to apologize in advance. We hate to embarrass you in front of such a crowd, but we will never let you live this moment down. It was 7th grade and we were making some crafts. Mrs. Hiscock was cutting her craft out into the trash can, but her chair had other plans. That's when she fell out of her chair straight onto the floor. It was such a big going down that Mr. Hiscock caught wind of it from across the hall and came running over with a bungee cord, trying to strap her onto the chair.
She's a clumsy one, that's for sure. Without Mr. Hiscock, we don't know where she would be or what she would have herself into. I guess we should be grateful they have each other. Also, I apologize for all the times I brought snacks to class and even about lying in the foyer saying I was dropping some snacks off to you.
Now, Mr. Hiscock, you may be super smart and managed to get me impressed through grade 11 chemistry, but what were you ever thinking with those neon yellow sneakers? I'm starting to think you secretly work for the highways as a side hustle, just not telling anyone. Who knows?
I also happen to notice Mr. Russell got a matching orange pair. Is this the new fad and everyone else is just unaware? I've got to give it to you though, because without your help, I don't know how I'd be passing chemistry this year. Let's be real, I probably wouldn't be.
Mr. Parsons, or should I say Houdini, known for his daring escape acts. That is Mr. Parsons. He's in class 1 second and the next he's gone, but nobody ever sees him leave.
Very impressive. I wish she could teach me his skills so that I could manage from class 2, but if you ask Mrs. Hatch, she finds me in the hallway with a snack more than in class anyway, so I guess I shouldn't complain.
Mrs. Peckham and Mrs. Mercer. They come as a pair, whoever one is, the other one's coming just behind, and they're always laughing. I'd like to get in on one of their conversations because they must be so funny.
Mr. Mellon, if there's one thing about you, you've been here 2 years, but those morning announcements make it feel like it's been an eternity. You go on and on and on, but it's okay because you coming to our school has made it a better place, even if your long announcements can be a bit of a bore.
Speaking of long announcements, Mr. Edwards, I don't know what's longer, your new beard or how long it takes for you to start gym class. But maybe Rowan is partially to blame for class taking so long to start. He can sure be trouble, but he means well.
That's why I dropped the gym for robotics.
She's kidding, I think.
Speaking of robotics, Mr. Pinson, or should I say Mr. Russell 2.0, they may look alike, but their personalities differ extremely. Mr. Russell lays down the law, and Mr. Pinson is way, way too nice to people who definitely don't deserve it.
On to our lovely secretary, Mrs. Mills. She sure has a lot of talents like keeping the school in order and everything else you could imagine, but buzzing into the right classroom isn't one of them. I'm sure that every class I'm in, she will buzz in and ask for someone from a completely different grade.
All good fun, but in all seriousness, as we prepare to leave high school behind, I just want to take a moment to say thank you. Over the years, you've given so much more than just lessons and grades.
You've given your time, patience, and belief in us, even when we didn't always believe in ourselves. You've challenged us, encouraged us, and helped us grow, not only as students, but as people.
What we carry from here, we carry because of you. Whether it was a kind word on a hard day, a push to do better, or simply showing up every single morning, it mattered.
So thank you for being a part of our high school career, and that includes every teacher here tonight that taught us through the years. Thank you.
You've left a mark on our hearts, and wherever life takes us next, know that we'll never forget the ones who helped us find our way. With all of our love, Tiana and Marissa.
We'd like to call upon Mr. Russell for the teacher roast response.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, special guests, graduating class of 2025. I've been invited to basically make some remarks on behalf of the teachers and staff of CopperRidgeAcademy. I've had this class in some way, shape, or form since grade 4, and this class has had their fair share of incidents, we'll call it. As you've heard from undergrad spotlights, and I basically watched them grow from being a great group of kids to a great group of young adults. But one of the biggest complaints they've had is how long this graduation is, how long those speeches and stuff are. So I thought, well, maybe I'll make it a little bit shorter by doing a Canadian classic, shall we say. But basically, pay close attention to the lyrics. If you notice on the back wall there, because apparently I sing it a little bit too fast. So if you can't hear what I'm saying, just check out the lyrics that Mr. White's going to help me out with. And Mr. Pinson's going to help me on guitar in case I mess it up. And again, before I continue, I just want to let you know that AI contributed nothing to this song. It is 100% spell, or AI checked 100% Russell. But before I start, I just want to say, hope your futures are filled with all the happiness that you can find, and all the success you can find, and just make sure you find a career that you love and people that just bring you joy and make you happy. So, other than that. Good, sir? No, sir, I'm shaking. Anyways, not much of a singer, but we'll give it a try. See if you recognize the song. Again, the lyrics are back there. You might recognize it. It was on their list, but it didn't make the cut for actually the slideshow. So whenever you're ready, sir, hit it. I got my first real 6-string, started playing in grade 9. Hope to get rich and famous, got some teaching, the class of 25. No more whining about what you got in bio, no more studying for social studies, no more math, poetry and English, return those Coyote jerseys, yeah. Oh, when September comes, then I'm not here to see ya. And those final exams, making me so want to tear her hair up. Sky Tiana just wanted to cry.
Wow, Mr. Russell, thanks for the roast. Our egos will never recover from that, but our memories definitely will.
We just wanted to say a huge thank you to all of the teachers for not only surviving us, but also somehow managing to teach us along the way. Your support, sarcasm, and occasional pushy emails meant more than you know.
Now it's time for someone who didn't spend very much time in the office, our valedictorian, Crescent Wimbledon.
Good evening, parents and guardians, teachers and staff, special guests and family members, and the graduating class of 2025. Before I would begin, I would like to thank the real MVPs who helped me through high school: ChatGPT, Desmos, and Goth AI. Just kidding, just kidding. I may have used AI generation to help me with many of my work samples and online assignments, but writing this speech is something that I have the ability to generate completely on my own. Being awarded the honor to come up here and give this speech as the class of 2025 valedictorian means a lot to me. Maybe not as much as filling the boxes means to Mr. Russell, or as much as Rowan's book bag means to Mrs. Hiscock. But to achieve this honor has been a personal goal of mine for many years. It goes to show that you can accomplish what you set out to do. The word valedictorian has a Latin origin where it means to bid farewell, and I don't think I'd be able to come up here and bid farewell to the class of 2025 without speaking to our success. Ever since our class has been introduced to Power School and graded work, we have all been interested in performing well academically. Through the years, we have given each other tough competition when competing for the highest grades and test scores. We have also been there to support each other when challenges came our way. Though we all didn't have the highest score on every test or the highest grade in every class, studying and working hard has paid off for every one of us. One phrase that many of us have probably found ourselves repeating in our heads is, "You can do anything you put your mind to." This phrase is why I believe success is a mindset. Success is defined as an achievement of something attempted, and in many cases, we have all attempted and we have all achieved. Whether it be academics, sports, or anything for that matter, everyone in this gymnasium has set a goal for themselves, worked hard, and succeeded in attaining that goal. As a class, we have succeeded in many ways. We have overcome the challenge of COVID in the first year of our high school careers. We have successfully made friendships that will last the rest of our lives. We have battled against the difficulty of never writing exams until this year. We have had many victories during Education Week and Christmas Week activities. We have also succeeded in being the first class to graduate from CopperRidgeAcademy with everyone completing an academic program. This means that out of all the classes we've been enrolled in during the past 3 years, we were all enrolled in an entirely academic course load. I think that alone speaks to our success. Although our most important success as a class has been making it to today, graduation. This day represents the class of 2025's success, all of our efforts and all of our achievements. It also represents the start of a new beginning, where there will be many challenges and many failures. Although the class of 2025 has already proven that when we are thrown a challenge, we will overcome that challenge and we will succeed. This year, we have chosen our graduation quote to be, "May the rest of our lives be the best of our lives," from the Mamma Mia movie. This quote is very fitting for our class since we have all set the bar high and aim to achieve big goals, which is one of the main reasons I think our future and the path that each one of us will take will be the best part of our lives. I hope every member of our class experiences success in whatever challenge they choose to tackle. Our success today, though, also requires an expression of appreciation to everyone who helped us get to where we are. To our parents. Sitting in this room today, for some of you, is probably a sigh of relief, but for all of you, it should be a very proud moment. On behalf of myself and all of my classmates, I would like to thank you for believing in us when we did not believe in ourselves, for picking us up when we've fallen down, and most of all, giving us every ounce of your support and commitment. The lessons you have taught us are what got us to this point in our lives and will never be forgotten. You have all contributed greatly to our success and will continue to do so for the rest of our lives. To our class, although sometimes you may have thought that one bad Chem test mark, one missing social studies sheet, or not having enough career hours would keep you from being here today, you made it. You succeeded. Some of us succeeded in more ways than just making it to graduation, like when Bella successfully hit a lick on the girls' change room shower curtain. Funny story, when Bella went to return the curtain in fear of getting caught, Marissa had hit a lick on the curtain hooks. So Bella had to fold up the curtain and put it on the sink, hoping no one would suspect her. Some others, unfortunately, had some unsuccessful moments, like the time I was rushing to get chicken fingers and fries at Altamart and tripped on the hill. I went rolling the entire way down and ended up full of cuts, and my clothes were ripped to pieces. It's memories like these that have kept our class a tightly knit group over the years, and I'm sure all of us are grateful for that. To our teachers, the lessons you have taught us go beyond A squared plus B squared, the mitochondria, and poetry. You have taught us lessons about responsibility, ownership, and respect, all of which greatly equips us for whatever the future holds. Having someone to look up to and help us set expectations allows us to improve our knowledge and skills daily. You, along with our parents, are not only the people who shape us into who we are today, but also the people who motivate us to put all we have into everything we do. As I said in the beginning of this speech, the word valedictorian means to bid farewell, and after recognizing the success of our class, the graduating class of 2025, as well as thanking the people who helped us along the way, I think the time has come to say farewell. Congratulations. Let's make the rest of our lives the best of our lives.
What a wonderful speech, Preston. Thoughtful and exactly what we'd expected from you.
We just want to say how truly deserving Preston is for this honor. You worked hard and led our class with confidence.
You've shown us all what real dedication looks like. This honor wasn't given, it was earned. Congratulations, Preston.
Now to continue our celebration, we'd like to invite Sydney Party, our youngest graduate, and Emily O'Shea, our oldest graduate, to do the honors of cutting our cake.
Because nothing says achievement like frosting and that first slice.
Thank you, Sydney and Emily, for the nearing of the ending of the celebration in the sweetest way possible. That's cake. That cake was in good hands.
Next, we'd like to invite graduates Abigail Haas and Jessie Noble to come up and share some special thanks to all of the amazing people who helped make this graduation happen.
Take it away, Abigail and Jessie.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you to everyone who came here today and made our day extra special. Your support and presence means the world to all of us. We would like to extend an extra special thank you to everyone who helped bring our day together. Your time, effort, and support made it a spectacular evening. We couldn't have done it without you.
Thank you to Some Shocking Good for the amazing food and excellent service. Everything was delicious. Thank you to Kayla Bailey for creating our gorgeous cake. You made the day very sweet. Thank you to Candace Stuckless and Springdale Forest for decorating. You did a fabulous job.
Along with that, we appreciate Jenny and Evan Haas for bringing down the decorations, Carla Saunders, who helped with the decorations and ensured that everything was perfect, Lauren Head, Travis and Pat Saunders, who built our beautiful photo op, Nikki and Nancy Variety, who helped put together our centerpieces, and Karen Norman, who ensured our names on our wreaths were neat and tidy. We appreciate each and every one of you.
Thank you to Mr. Jeffrey Prowse for capturing our graduation. Your time and effort means so much to us. We'll cherish these memories forever. A special thank you to the Lions Club for the generous donation. We are beyond grateful for support and kindness. Thank you to Green Bay Digital for creating our beautiful lawn signs, and New Valley Drilling for generously donating the lawn signs for the brick wall display.
And an extra special thank you to Sonia Mills for keeping us in good standing and finances straight. We are so thankful for the behind-the-scenes effort.
We have an extra special thanks to our special guests, Mrs. Marianne Walsh, Mrs. Nancy Tripp, Mrs. Brenda Banks, Mr. Glenn Banks, Mrs. Cynthia Kirby, Mr. Neil Kirby, and Alexander Kirby. We know each of you are super busy. We appreciate you taking the time to travel and celebrate with us. Your presence means so much to us.
To Ms. Sherry Haas and Mr. Sean Russell, we all know how busy the both of you are, but you took the time out of your schedule to ensure that we could have the best night imaginable. For that, we are forever grateful.
To everyone here, we appreciate each and every one of you. More than words can express, your contributions, time, effort, and kindness made this day truly unforgettable. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you.
Thank you, Abigail and Jesse, for that wonderful speech.
Graduate Noah Haas, accompanied by Anna Northcott. Graduate Isabella Hutchins, accompanied by Shauna Noseworthy. Graduate Preston Wimbledon, accompanied by Cassidy Philpott. Graduate Sydney Carty, accompanied by Mason Dyer. Graduate Brooke Rogers, accompanied by Nathan Skinner. Graduate Caleb Saunders, accompanied by Sydney Sacred. Graduate Ethan Sacred, accompanied by Billy Slade. Graduate Marissa Saunders, accompanied by Caitlin Hickson. green. Graduate Caleb Gavin, accompanied by Lacey Regular. Graduate Rowan Barrett, accompanied by Claire Lewis. Graduate Abigail Haas. Graduate Jessie Noble, accompanied by Ellie Quigley. Graduate McKenna Biggin, accompanied by Colton John Rogers. Graduate Tiana Decker, accompanied by Cameron Saunders. Graduate Keaton Dix, accompanied by Leah Buck. Graduate Sky Kinney, accompanied by Cooper Regular. Graduate Marissa Hobbs. Graduate Haley Rice, accompanied by Jacob Sims. Graduate Sydney Canning, accompanied by Dakota Canning.
Everybody loves the things you do, from the way you talk to the way you move. Everybody here is watching you, 'cause you feel like home. You're like a dream come true. But if by chance you're here alone, can I have a moment before I go? 'Cause I've been by myself all night long, hoping you're someone I used to know. You look like a movie, you sound like a song. My God, this reminds me of when we were young. Let me photograph you in this light, in case it is the last time that we might be exactly like we were before we realized we're scared of getting old. It made us restless. It was just like a movie, it was just like a song. I was so scared to face my fears. Nobody told me that you'd be here. And I swear you moved overseas. That's what you said when you left me. You still look like a movie. You still sound like a song. My God, this reminds me of when we were young. Let me photograph you in this light, in case it is the last time that we might be exactly like we were before we realized we were sad of getting old. It made us restless. It was just like a movie. It was just like a song. When we were young, when we were young, when we were young, when we were young. It's hard to admit that everything just takes me back to when you were there, to when you were there. And a part of me keeps holding on, just in case it hasn't gone. 'Cause I still care. Do you still care? It was just like a movie. It was just like a song. My God, this reminds me of when we were young. Let me photograph you in this light, in case it is the last time that we might be exactly like we were before we realized we were sad of getting old. They made us restless. Oh, I'm so mad I'm getting old. It makes me reckless. It was just like a movie. It was just like a song when we were young.
Be gone, all our friends will know. And they're going to bed places. And our friends. Nothing is as it has been, and I miss your face like hell. And I guess it's just as well that I miss your face like hell. Been talking about the way things change, and my family lives in a different state. And if you don't know what to make of it, then maybe not relate. So if you don't know what to make of it, then we will not.
rivers till I reach you. Rivers and roads, oh rivers and roads, oh rivers till I reach you. Rivers and roads, 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 rivers till I reach you. The sound. College kids are getting so young, ain't they? Correcting all the grammar, all the spray paint. And I even gave up driving after nightfall. I got tired of the frat boys with the brights on. This is good land, or at least it was. It takes a strong hand in the sound, man. It makes me smile to know when things get hard. Ooh, you'll be far. Ooh, you'll be far from here. And while I clean shit up in the yard, ooh, you'll be far. Ooh, you'll be far, far from here. So pack up your car, put a hand in your heart, say whatever you feel, be wherever you are. We ain't angry at your love. You're the greatest thing we've lost. The birds will still sing, the folks will still fight, the boards will still creak, the leaves will still die. We ain't angry at your love. We'll be waiting for your love, and we'll all be here forever. And we'll all be here forever. Sure will. Overdue for a revival. Spent so long just getting by. That's the thing about survival. Who the hell likes living just to die? You told me you would make a difference. Well, I got drunk and shut you down. Won't be by